Part 1, A Sip Through Time, the history and tradition of mulled wine in winter celebrations. For centuries, mulled wine has been a beloved winter beverage, cherished in numerous cultures around the world. Wine that has been warmed, often with spices or other ingredients, has a rich history that spans centuries and is deeply embedded in the cultural tapestry of winter celebrations in Europe. This spiced and heated concoction, traditionally made with red wine and a variety of spices, has become synonymous with the festive spirit of winter and Christmas. This video delves into the origins, common ingredients, and the cultural evolution that shaped mulled wine into a beloved winter tradition. The history of mulled wine can be traced back to ancient times. In ancient Greece, the appreciation for wine was deeply ingrained in the culture. Greeks often diluted their wines with water, as seen in the symposia, social and philosophical gatherings where wine played a central role. While the Greeks did use various herbs and spices for flavoring, and to mask the taste of inferior or spoiled wine, historical records do not provide detailed information about the practice of mulling wine with heat and specific spice combinations. Similarly, in ancient Rome, wine held a prominent place in daily life and social gatherings. The Romans were known to flavor their wines with a variety of additives, including honey, herbs, and spices. Mulled wine, as a heated and spiced beverage, might not have been a distinct tradition, but the use of various flavorings was common. As the Roman Empire expanded, the practice of drinking wine and adding spices to wine spread throughout Europe. Mulled wine, with its warming and comforting qualities, found favor in colder climates, becoming a staple during the winter months. The practice of mulling wine in Northern Europe likely gained prominence during the medieval period and continued to evolve over subsequent centuries. The medieval era was marked by a flourishing spice trade, bringing exotic spices to Europe from the east. As the spice trade expanded, exotic spices such as cinnamon, cloves, and nutmeg became more accessible to the European elite. These spices were highly prized for their aromatic qualities and were often used to enhance the flavor of beverages, including wine. Mulled wine quickly spread across Europe, with different countries adding their own unique twist to the recipe. Mulled wine, with its combination of spices, became a popular drink at medieval feasts and winter celebrations, enjoyed by both nobility and common folk, at least when offered by their betters, and when not, some would knock on the door and demand food and drink, but that will be the topic of my wassail video, coming on Christmas Eve. This influx of spices, along with the prevailing traditions of wine consumption, laid the foundation for the development of mulled wine as a popular beverage during the colder months. Voila! Mulled wine is born. In medieval and Renaissance Europe, the use of spices was not only prized for its aromatic qualities but also for its ability to enhance and preserve food and beverages. As a result, the tradition of spicing and heating wine became more prevalent, especially in colder regions where a warm and comforting drink was particularly appreciated. In the Middle Ages, mulled wine became a staple at festive banquets, symbolizing warmth, abundance, and merriment. It was often spiced with cinnamon, cloves, and other aromatic ingredients, giving it a rich and delightful flavor. Germany introduced us to the delightful tradition of Christkindlmarkt, where warm mugs of mulled wine are enjoyed while strolling through the enchanting stalls, soaking in the holiday spirit. The earliest known written recipe for spiced wine dates back to the 14th century. One notable example is found in a German cookbook called Küchenmeisterei, Mastery of the Kitchen, written by a chef named Johannes Bockenheim. The recipe outlines the preparation of a spiced wine concoction, indicating the use of various spices and herbs. The popularity of mulled wine continued to grow during the Renaissance and subsequent centuries, becoming a staple at festive occasions, winter celebrations, and Christmas markets. The combination of red wine, spices such as cinnamon and cloves, and sweeteners became a hallmark of Northern European winter traditions. By the 19th century, mulled wine had firmly established itself as a beloved winter beverage in Northern Europe, with regional variations reflecting local tastes and available ingredients. The tradition has endured to the present day, evolving with contemporary preferences while maintaining its connection to the rich historical roots of spiced and heated wines in the region. The recipe for mulled wine has evolved over time, but certain key ingredients have remained consistent. Red wine, typically robust and full-bodied, serves as the base. Spices such as cinnamon sticks, cloves, and star anise are added for flavor, while sweeteners like sugar or honey are used to balance the taste. Citrus fruits, such as oranges or lemons, contribute acidity and brightness. In some variations, additional ingredients like ginger, cardamom, or even spirits like brandy or port may be included for extra warmth. The association of mulled wine with winter and Christmas can be attributed to both its historical roots and the sensory experience it offers. The warmth and spice of mulled wine make it an ideal beverage for colder months, providing a comforting respite from the chill. Additionally, the aromatic spices evoke a sense of nostalgia and festivity, aligning perfectly with the atmosphere of winter celebrations. In medieval and Renaissance Europe, mulled wine became a staple at Christmas markets and Yuletide festivities. The tradition of serving mulled wine during the holiday season persisted over the centuries and became deeply ingrained in European Christmas traditions. The custom of warming wine with spices not only transformed a simple beverage into a seasonal delight but also contributed to the creation of a festive ambience during the darkest and coldest time of the year. Mulled wine, with its ancient roots and enduring appeal, has woven itself into the fabric of winter celebrations in Europe. As a beverage that marries warmth, spice, and conviviality, mulled wine has transcended its historical origins to become a cherished tradition during the Christmas season. Whether sipped by a crackling fire or enjoyed at a festive gathering, mulled wine continues to be a symbol of winter comfort and holiday cheer, connecting people across time and cultures through the shared enjoyment of this timeless and aromatic concoction. Part 2, A Sip Across Borders, comparing the diverse traditions of mulled wine in Europe. Mulled wine, a beloved winter beverage, has transcended borders in Europe, weaving itself into the fabric of diverse cultural traditions. While the basic concept of mulled wine remains consistent across the continent, each country has added its unique twist, reflecting regional preferences, historical influences, and local ingredients. In Germany, mulled wine is known as Glühwein, and it holds a central place in the country's festive traditions, particularly during the Christmas season. Glühwein is typically made with red wine and infused with a blend of spices such as cinnamon, cloves, and star anise. What sets German Glühwein apart is the addition of citrus fruits, like oranges and lemons, and sometimes a shot of rum or brandy for an extra kick. It is prominently featured at Christmas markets, creating a warm and aromatic atmosphere that epitomizes German winter celebrations. France boasts its own version of mulled wine called vin chaud. French vin chaud often includes red wine, sugar, and a mix of spices like cinnamon, cloves, and nutmeg. However, the French sometimes add a distinctive touch by incorporating herbs like thyme or rosemary. Vin chaud is commonly enjoyed during the winter months, especially at holiday gatherings and après-ski socializing in the Alpine regions. In the United Kingdom, mulled wine is a staple during the Christmas season and is known as mulled wine or spiced wine. British mulled wine typically consists of red wine, mixed spices, and sweeteners such as sugar or honey. The addition of citrus fruits, especially orange slices, is a common practice. It is often served piping hot and is a popular choice for warming up during the festive season. The Nordic countries, including Sweden and Norway, have their own variations of mulled wine. Known as glogg in Sweden and glogg in Norway, these versions often feature red wine, spices like cinnamon and cloves, almonds, and raisins. What sets Nordic glogg apart is the incorporation of stronger spirits such as aquavit or brandy. It is a quintessential beverage during the winter months, enjoyed in cozy gatherings and holiday celebrations. In Spain, mulled wine is referred to as vino caliente or vino especiado. Spanish mulled wine incorporates red wine, sugar, and a mixture of spices like cinnamon and cloves. However, what distinguishes Spanish mulled wine is the addition of local flavors such as anise or brandy. It is especially popular during the Christmas season and is often accompanied by traditional Spanish treats. In Italy, mulled wine is known as vin brulé or vino brule. The Italian version often features red wine, sugar, and a blend of spices such as cinnamon and cloves. However, what sets vin brulé apart is the addition of dried fruits such as figs or raisins, as well as a hint of grappa or brandy. It is particularly popular in the northern regions of Italy and is enjoyed during winter festivals and holiday gatherings. In the Baltic states, including Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia, mulled wine is a cherished part of winter traditions. Known as karstvins in Latvia, Castus Vinus in Lithuania, and Unveiling in Estonia. These versions often include red wine, sugar, and a medley of spices such as cardamom and ginger. Some Baltic variations may also include blackcurrant or cranberry juice, giving the mulled wine a distinctive regional twist. Mulled wine is a popular winter beverage in many Eastern European countries. In Hungary, it is called forralt bor and is made with red wine, sugar, cloves, and cinnamon, often garnished with orange peel. In Poland, gryzane wino features red wine, honey, and a combination of spices, including cloves and allspice. The Czech Republic has its own version called svarené vino, with red wine, sugar, cinnamon, and sometimes a splash of rum. In Greece, mulled wine is referred to as krasamelo or glycokrasi, meaning sweet wine. Greek mulled wine often includes red wine, honey, and a combination of spices like cinnamon and cloves. Some variations may also incorporate Greek herbs, such as thyme or bay leaves, adding a unique Mediterranean touch. Krasamelo is enjoyed during the Christmas season and other winter festivities. These diverse mulled wine traditions across Europe showcase the adaptability of this beloved winter beverage. Whether it's the fruity notes of Italian vin brûlé, the Baltic infusion of berries, the Eastern European use of honey, or the Mediterranean touch in Greek krasamelo, each region brings its own cultural influences to the shared tradition of mulled wine. As Europeans gather to celebrate the winter season, the aroma of spiced and heated wine fills the air, creating a festive atmosphere that unites people across the continent in the spirit of warmth and conviviality. Mulled wine, with its warm and spiced allure, manifests as a shared tradition across Europe, yet each country adds its unique flair, reflecting its cultural nuances and tastes. Whether it's the German Glühwein with its fruity notes, the French vin chaud featuring aromatic herbs, the British mulled wine with its classic simplicity, the Nordic glogg with its potent spirits, or the Spanish vino caliente with its local twists, each version contributes to the rich tapestry of European winter traditions. Mulled wine, in all its regional diversity, stands as a testament to the cultural importance of shared warmth and conviviality during the cold winter months across the continent. Today, mulled wine continues to be a cherished part of winter celebrations all over the world. Whether you're gathering around the fireplace with loved ones or sipping it at a festive outdoor event, its timeless warmth and comforting flavors bring people together. Thank you for watching. If you're a lover of history, culture and their importance, and interested in getting a wider view of the outside world, take this journey with me and subscribe to my channel, The Renaissance Spirit. More than just a philosophy or style, but a style for living, growing, learning and thinking. Live the Renaissance spirit. Take the quiz next to see if you're a Renaissance spirit. You may also like my other holiday-themed videos or my new series on treason of Roman emperors. You may also enjoy my upcoming video on the history of wine. If you have a drinking problem and live in the United States, call 1-800-662-4357. The number will vary for other countries. Happy Christmas and God bless.